You wouldn't think it'd take very much to convince someone to direct the latest installment in the hugely successful Batman film franchise. But as it turns out, there was one huge reason Matt Reeves didn't want to take the job. Keep watching to find out what it was.
And here we go.
The latest reboot featuring DC Comics' famed Caped Crusader, The Batman, is hitting theaters worldwide, finally completing a monumental task undertaken by writer-director Matt Reeves. The Batman, of course, has undergone different iterations during its arduous production cycle, which began with filmmaker Zack Snyder's Batman choice, Ben Affleck, not only starring in the title role but also writing and directing the film. When Affleck left his Batman project behind over personal reasons, the film studio, Warner Brothers, had to figure out who could take charge of the project next. Fostered by celebrated filmmaker J.J. Abrams on the writer-director's WB series Felicity, Matt Reeves' film breakthrough came at the helm of the Abrams-produced found-footage monster movie Cloverfield. The doors of opportunity swung wide open for Reeves after the success of that film, which earned $172 million at the worldwide box office against a $25 million budget. This landed the filmmaker such high-profile gigs as 20th Century Films' Rise of the Planet of the Apes sequels, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for the Planet of the Apes in 2014 and 2017, respectively. Suddenly, Reeves was calling his own shots as both writer and director of the last two films in the Apes trilogy, which was clearly the right move for the studio to make, seeing how the entire trilogy is widely considered one of the best in modern cinema. It also gave Reeves the kind of showbiz juice to make demands on future projects that other filmmakers might not get to make. In a new interview with the New York Times, Reeves said he was in post-production on War for the Planet of the Apes when Warner Brothers asked him to direct Affleck's version of the Batman. And while Reeves told the outlet that the iteration of the tale was, quote, a totally valid and cool take on The Dark Knight, it just wasn't the right story for him to direct. He said, I just didn't know how I would direct that.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart.
That's right. Instead of following in the footsteps of such revered Batman directors Tim Burton, Christopher Nolan, and Snyder, Reeves put the studio on ice, declining to shoot the script they'd sent him. He recalled to the Times, I don't think you're going to want me because I wouldn't do this. And then they asked me what I would do. I said, I'm in the middle of making this Apes movie, so I can't really tell you. After finishing War for the Planet of the Apes, however, Reeves came back to Warner Brothers with the one condition he needed to direct the film. He needed to write his own original script. The writer-director pitched his ideas for the Batman and began writing the screenplay in 2017. After 5 years and various pandemic-induced production and release delays, The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson as Batman and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, opened in theaters in March of 2022. It's clear from the interviews he's given that Matt Reeves has the utmost respect for the character and mythos of Batman. He didn't want to just go in and make any old Batman movie. He wanted to create a definitive Dark Knight story for a new generation. As he went on to tell the Times, that involved taking a novel approach to the Caped Crusader. I wanted to fight against any sense that Batman would remain static. I wanted the stakes of the story to challenge him in a way that shook him to his core. He has to change. To accomplish that, Reeves had to go darker than any live-action, feature-length Batman had gone before. As Reeves told Time magazine, I wanted to play on this idea that Batman is going to unleash on these guys, and there's a part of you that can't wait to see it. But Reeves didn't want the same old fight scenes in his film. He wanted to go bigger and darker. As he went on to explain, you go to a Batman movie to see that moment, and then you see it's having a toxic effect. It makes you get a little unsettled. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about the Batman are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.